make sure you pay attention to this video because honestly, it's gonna be an amazing lesson. Well, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Arie, and today I want to talk about something very essential, and it's gonna be how to scale consistently and essentially what are the keys to, increasing your revenue profitably with Facebook ads, of course. Now, this is literally gonna be a course-worthy video, so I'm very excited to share it with you. Make sure if you're not subscribed yet and you do get value out of this, which I promise you will, you subscribe to the family. My goal is to reach 15,000 subscribers by the end of the month, and we're definitely on the way there, but I would love it if you could help me out with that. Now, I'm actually gonna show you some examples in my computer and kind of walk you through the whole process of what I'm gonna be talking about step by step. But first, I do wanna say that before you do any of this, you do need a baseline. And what I mean by that is you already need a product that's kind of working, at least, that has been getting sales. Maybe you're breaking even or whatever, but somewhere along those lines, something that is already getting you sales. So if you don't know where to even start with Facebook ads, make sure you watch this video here. I'll put the thumbnail up here or I'll just link it. But this video is pretty much gonna walk you step by step through the strategy that I follow right now to initially test products. So this is kind of the part 2 to that and kind of what you need to do after that point. So make sure you stay all the way to the end. Like I said, I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's just hop right into the computer and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright guys, we're in my computer now, and as you probably noticed, I'm trying something new. I kind of set this up a little differently today than my usual spot. Hopefully, since I'm a little bit closer to the camera, the audio will be better in this one, but I am actually looking for a new camera with a nice microphone, all for the YouTube channel, of course, and for the course. I do want to make better content for the course as well, so I'm going to be splitting my time equally between those two. But anyways, right here, guys, I got a new campaign for this new store that I started just a little bit at the beginning of the month. And as you can see, it's doing pretty well. So it's spent so far $390. We don't have any ad sets selected specifically. We're just selecting the campaign. So it's not that I'm just selecting the best ad sets. This is literally what the campaign is looking like. $390 spent, 1,040 made, so 2.6 ROAS, pretty good. The cost per website purchase is about $23, and the profit margin, the break-even point on this product is roughly $33. So right now we're making $10 of profit essentially on every single purchase. Now, of course, we've had people purchase multiple of this product. It's a $60 product. It's doing really well. And yeah, it's a super random product, guys. And this is why I always kind of tell you, yes, test some general store products that you find on like Dropship, Spy, and stuff like that. But also just go literally on AliExpress, find some high perceived value products and test them. Sometimes, yes, you won't find a video, so just test some pictures. With this particular product, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm testing pictures. So what I've done is I've actually split tested 2 different really high quality pictures that I found for it, and just found which ones performed the best and started just going with that one. So definitely don't be afraid to test pictures. Obviously, it's much better to test a video, but if it's better to just test. So make sure you're testing. Now, the way I started this is a little bit, so let me look at some of the ad sets here. So these are all the ad sets that we have for it. So we've tested 24 ad sets. As you can see, a lot of them are actually off because, obviously they just didn't perform. But let me see, if I select ad sets that are on, we'll see that there's only 13 ad sets on. So we've already turned off 11 ad sets, but there are 13 that are on right now that are making money. And as you can see, this is the crazy part, they're all at $5 a day. Every single ad set is at $5 a day, and this campaign is very profitable. As you can see from the ad sets that are actually on, the ROAS is even higher. So let me just turn that off so we get a more accurate look at what we're actually doing here. And as you can see, all of these ad sets that are making sales are above a 2 ROAS, which is amazing. That's a really good return on ad spend, of course. And yeah, so one thing that I want to kind of clear up before this is this product is $60, so the profit margin is pretty nice. It's about $33. And like I said in my previous video, so make sure you go watch yesterday's video if you haven't. in that video, I kind of said that the ideal profit margin is roughly $30, 20 to 30, and the reason why is because it's really going to allow you to be profitable with your campaigns much easier. As you can see, I haven't done much to this campaign. Honestly, I've been taking it really slow, only creating $5 a day ad sets. I started with about 8 ad sets, and here's the thing. Yeah, they're all at $5 a day, so if only one of them makes a sale pretty much, at the beginning, like the first day, the campaign was profitable. So I was very strategic about the way that I started this product, and that is why it's doing so good. But yeah, so I guess what I want to also clear up is, yes, you can test lower margin products. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but if you do, you have to be more strict with your ad sets. And I think if you do that, you should also test something more, higher margin alongside it. That way they will kind of complement each other, and you'll actually find much more success that way in terms of profits. Which is, guys, this is the thing, you have to make sure you're profitable, okay? You have to make sure you're profitable. If you're not profitable but you're doing big numbers, I don't know, that's cool, but that's not cool at the same time. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video, is to clear up the fact that yes, you should want to scale, but take this for example. I'm taking this slowly. I started this product about a week ago, and I still haven't scaled anything. And the reason why is because I still don't, this was just a fun store. I still don't have like a customer service team, a really good customer service team in place. Right now, my girlfriend's actually just doing the customer service, and obviously I'm paying her for it, and fulfilling orders, while I'm looking for a small team to cover this store. I don't want to use my VAs from my other stores because I kind of want to keep everything separate, but I haven't really put in the time to do that because I've been working on the course. So this is why I'm not scaling anything, because it's not going to work out in terms of customer service and long-term longevity, essentially. So guys, trust me when I say this, learn from my mistakes and from other people's mistakes. Don't scale if you are not prepared to scale. So this is why, this is kind of the point of this video, is like, the key to scaling is to know that you can scale. So this product is definitely scalable, right? All these ad sets are doing amazing, $5 a day, they're just chilling, and it's making me money every single day, profits. And that is why I'm, of course, just making more ad sets. What I've been doing is actually every single day, I've been creating 1 new ad set. So I told you that I started with 8 ad sets. Now there's, 24. So every day I've been creating 1 or 2 new ad sets. Obviously not all of them work out, but the ones that do, I keep them on, and then I just keep following the process. I just make another new ad set tomorrow. This is all interest targeting, by the way. I haven't started any lookalikes at all. I did test some lookalike audiences to start with, but they didn't work out at all. So yeah, I'm not doing that. And as you can see, the cost per link click is very high for this product. The main reason, I think, is because, of course, it's a picture, right? It's a picture ad. Pictures, they're not just like as engaging. They have a much slower click-through rate, and this is why the CPC is much higher. But in this particular case, it doesn't matter, because the product is really high perceived value, has a lot of high perceived value, and the people that are actually adding to cart are pretty much buying every single time. As you can see, we only have about 28 add to carts and 17 purchases, which is really solid. And another thing that I want to point out with this campaign is that I am targeting only tier 1 countries. I did not go worldwide with this particular store, and the reason why is because, like I said, this is just a fun store, but I do have a long-term plan for it, and I just kind of wanted to start it. This particular niche is mostly active in the tier 1 countries, so this is why I started with tier 1 countries. Countries that I'm targeting in these particular ad sets are, it's just about 10 countries. It's US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, the UK, France, Denmark, Norway, and I think Sweden. So it's about 10 countries, nothing crazy, but this is how I wanted to start it, for that same reason that I just told you. And now what I'm doing is I'm starting to create new ad sets, like these two, for example. These are brand new, I just started them. This one I started a day and a half ago, or 2 nights ago, and this one I started last night, because like I told you, I've just been creating ad sets for it. I'm not scaling anything because I'm getting this prepped for when I can scale. So essentially what I'm gonna do then is, once I do find this team and everything is working very smoothly, I have customers that are very happy with their product and all those things, I'll start handpicking some of these best ad sets. For example, this one. This one's got 3 purchases at a $9 cost per purchase for a $33 profit margin product. So a 6.666, a 6.66 ROAS. So this one I'm probably gonna scale. So this one, what I'll do is I'll likely just duplicate it at a higher budget. Literally that simple. I'll probably duplicate it at maybe $15 or $25 a day, but probably 25, just because this is a higher margin product. So of course, if it doesn't work out after like a day or two, I'll probably just kill the duplicate. But for now, this is working really well. I'm just creating more $5 a day ad sets. The budget is pretty, you know, I mean, let's just look at how it's doing today so far. You know, this is why I love this campaign. So far, it's only spent $13 today from all these $5 a day ad sets, and it's made back 119. So already has 2 sales. And this is why I love it. Look at 60 cents per purchase on this ad set, on a $5 a day ad set, guys, on a $60 product. And this is why I always tell you, budget, you just really need to understand what budget means. Budget just gives you a bigger reach. It doesn't make your ad set magically work. So just really be strategic about how you're doing things. For this particular ads campaign, like I said, I'm not spending too much time on this, and I'm really busy with other things, and that's why I'm not scaling anything. I started everything at 5, and since I saw it work, all I'm doing is creating new ad sets. And this is the key to scaling, because then, you know, you're gonna diversify your ad sets and you're gonna reduce your risk, right? Because look at this, one ad set made 2 sales today, but I'm sure like a couple more will make sales today too. And since there's only 13 ad sets on, 13 times 5, that's 65 bucks. It's already breaking even. Like even if nothing else makes a sale today, the campaign already broke even, because like I said, it's $33 break even point. So the profit so far is $66. So we'll break even. We'll even make $1 profit if nothing else makes a sale today. So that's pretty awesome. And this is what I'm talking about. You have to be strategic, and you have to make sure you're testing different ad sets. You're making new ad sets all the time, even if it's just one new one every single day. And that way you'll have way more opportunities to scale once you're prepared to scale. But make sure you don't rush it, okay? Don't rush scaling because of what somebody else said or because you want to see bigger numbers. That's great, but it's gonna crash down. It's gonna crash and burn. Yes, you'll maybe see a $2,000 day one day, but then after that, you know, you're gonna get bad customer feedback, because you're not gonna have a team put in place to actually fulfill all those orders and tend to all of those angry customers. All of those things are gonna really affect your business, and it's gonna make it crash down pretty rapidly right after your biggest day. So this is why I don't encourage you to scale quick, even though some other people might say to scale quick, unless you are prepared for it. So if you already know you have all these systems in place, you're pretty prepared to scale, then sure, I mean, blow this up. I could blow this up right now if I wanted to, by just, you know, duplicating everything to higher budgets, and then essentially maybe duplicating some things to manual bidding. I don't know. I could do a lot of different things to this, but I'm not doing it because I rather take it slow and be disciplined and just work on the stuff that I need to work on right now while this makes me money in the background. And this is just one campaign. I'm testing a lot more products with this store in particular, but I'm testing with less ad sets than I usually would for that same reason. So hopefully you get a lot out of this video, guys. I just want to give you a little bit of motivation, also just a lot of insights into kind of how I run things nowadays. You know, hopefully you get a lot out of that, and just make sure that you're creating new ad sets, you're testing new products. This is gonna be the best way to be more consistent with your sales, and also to reduce risk and to actually have a legitimate business. I'm not gonna lie. If you're only doing one product, which has been a huge mistake of mine in the past, I mean, even with Trend Co, for example, I kind of really, since the first product worked right away, I just rode with that product since it was so simple and so easy for me. Trend Co was not my main store. It was just a side project just like this one. But since I only did one product, as soon as the product started dying out, the store kind of started dying out, right? And then of course that's when we're like, okay, well, we could test new products on here and find another winner, but they would be exposed to every single person out here, so why not just start a new store? And that's what we did. But anyways, just make sure that you learn from this, from my mistakes, and you learn from your mistakes, because I'm sure this has happened to some of you where you scale really fast, you're like, oh man, this is so exciting, and then you start seeing it pretty much flop completely, largely due to the fact that you're not testing more products, you're not testing more ad sets, you're not providing the best possible customer service that you can, and order fulfillment on literally the day that they order or the day after. All of these things are gonna affect your business tremendously, and it's gonna make your biggest days come down really quickly. So be strategic, guys. Think about what you're doing. If you have a low budget, just do $5 a day ad sets. As you can see, this is just today, like I said, but if we look at the lifetime, it's, you know, $390 to make 1,000. This is literally like a $400 profit already on this campaign, which is super solid if you think about it. This has only been on for like a week. So that's pretty good for just one product, and we're taking it super slow. So take that into account, guys, and hopefully you got a lot out of this video. Hopefully you learned a lot from what I just showed you, because I'm trying to bring you a ton of value, as always, every single day. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. Every single video is similar to this. I try to bring so much more value to the table than all these other gurus out here. And one last thing I do want to say also is on July 29th, I'm holding a big workshop. It's going to be similar to this, but even more detailed and longer on my step-by-step process that I actually use to get from $0 to $183,000 in just 1 month, in literally 30 days. You can find the link in the description of this video of how to register. It's literally going to be on YouTube though, so just make sure you turn on those notifications and subscribe to the channel so you're notified of when the actual live stream happens. But yes, I am gonna be releasing my course. It's gonna be called the Ecom Inner Circle Program. It's gonna be amazing. I'm extremely excited for it. I hope you are too, and don't worry, the videos are still gonna keep going. The value is still gonna be top notch. So nothing's gonna happen to the channel, but now there will be an extra option for people who really wanna take it to the next level. It just worked closer to me, I guess. But anyways, that's pretty much all I got for today, guys. Make sure you click the link in the description to register for that so you get notified and stuff. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.